The only people you have is to friend. You will need again. You will never do that to me again. Ooh. Hey, Mystical. I just asked about you yesterday. I asked Gala how you were doing. She says you were okay. We've just been busy. Hey, Barbie. Good evening. How you doing? Hey, busy's good, you know? Busy's good. Yeah, I'm doing good. You know? Me personally, I'm doing good. You know? I'm all right. Always got to fight the demons every day. But otherwise, you know, I defeat them and keep going. That's the main thing. I'm keeping myself busy. Today was a very busy day. Feeling a little crabby. I was just enjoying myself on my friend's live. He plays music every Wednesday night. Tonight was very interesting. It was freaking fun and hilarious. I love every minute of it. It's nice and cool in here. Got my AC on, the fan. Feels nice and cool. Today was freaking hot. And it's getting hotter and hotter. Here in Bermuda, it's getting hotter and hotter. We're almost in June, so that's when all the heat comes. Tanya, 7 more ships. Hallelujah. Slowly getting cooler here. Okay, cool. Well, that's good. Here it's nice at nighttime. It's pretty decent, but I've had my AC on for the past like probably 3 weeks since the beginning of May. I don't really turn it off too much. Well, sometimes it's gonna be days like that, Tanya. You know? Yeah, we're about to go into summer and you're about to go into winter. That's crazy. What's up, Matt? How you doing, bro? How you been? Yeah, Tanya, there's days like that where you have to go against your integrity or do something you don't feel like doing. You know? It's life. as long as you feel good, after you do it to a certain extent. Well, that's even better when you don't have to do it anymore. I can't promise that on my end. There's a lot of things I don't want to do, but I have to. But, you know, I forgive myself. That's all that matters. I forgive myself. Forgive yourself too. That's all. Just forgive yourself, Tanya, and all be forgiven. Oh, cool, man. I was just looking at your picture and said, I wonder how the car's going. And you just said my car is almost getting back together. That's good, bro. One day at a time, you'll get there. You're gonna have to show a final pick. Oh, nice, bro. That's good. You've been doing that for a while now. All done tomorrow. Shit. Yeah, again. I was on the motorbike today twice. I drove my van this morning, went to the city to get something. Then I had to go back on the bike. Then I had to go again on the bike again because I had the wrong cord. I was dealing with DJ stuff today, getting prepared for the weekend. I had to get a different system, like a piece. I got one piece, came home, it didn't work. Then I went back on the bike to make it easier because the place is only like 7 or 8 minutes away. I live close to the city, so it's like quick hop in. Got another cord, came back, still didn't work. Then I went back about 20 minutes later, went to go get another cord, came back, and then it finally worked. And I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. This is why I don't like the new DJ digital systems, because you need all this bullshit just to play music on the internet. Back in the day, we didn't need all that bullshit. But now it's a lot different. Obviously, 20 years have gone by. So, hey Shakima, how you doing? 2 engines in. Yeah, well, that's good. Well, as long as that one works, that's all that matters. I was working on my nephew's motorbike yesterday, trying to figure out why his alarm keeps going off on his bike. He said it happened, but not that much. So we're getting to the end of the problem. And my nephew that's in college, I've been riding his motorcycle just to keep it going. You're tired, but okay. As long as you're okay, that's all. Tired just comes when you're gonna go sleep. I'm tired too. Up and down all over the damn place. I had to figure out all this fucking DJ shit. But I'm glad it's all figured out now. I'm good to go. So this weekend on the holiday, I'll be looking forward to hanging out with my friends on there. I'm gonna try and get into the pool on the weekend. I cleaned all around the pool again today. The rest of the leaves Now I gotta wash everything down. We're not supposed to get no rain, so that's good. Hopefully it stays nice and sunny so I can jump in the pool on Friday on the holiday and over the weekend. Friday, hopefully I can hang out with, yeah, Friday I'll be hanging out with my mom. I got a couple steaks to put on the barbecue. I gotta make sure I got enough sides and things that I need. Should be good. Can't wait. What's up, Dan? Yeah, I had to shave. It was a little bit too much today. It actually was irritating me and itching me today, so I said, all right, it's time to come off. I was kind of hoping to wait for the weekend, but it didn't last that long. Hey, Lisa. Thanks. Appreciate it. Mwah. But yeah, a nice, long, decent weekend. Get some things I need. I still need to get some more shit. I gotta write down a list tomorrow and go get some more groceries that I need. Make sure I got everything I need. So I really don't feel like going now. That's like almost double the. That is double the motor, Matt. I have my nephew has a 150. That's what I was riding today. A Honda. It's called a Honda Scoopy 150 or 125. I can't remember. I think it's a 125. Oh yeah, 185. Okay, that sounds better. Yeah. I think it's a 125, not a 150. I think it's a 125. Yeah, it's a 125. Yeah. It's a 125 Honda Scoopy. That's what it's called. It's my nephew's bike. It's nice. It's a big ass bike. It runs really good. A lot of power. A lot of under the seat space. You can put your helmet under there and some more shit. So I went in and out of the city within like 10 minutes. I was in and out. That bike is fast. It'll get you in trouble. What happened to the hot water heater? All right, Lisa, take care. No, you're still looking for your boss? Oh man. No hot water is not no fun. Ever since I've had my instant hot water heater installed from about 2 months ago, I think I've had it now. It's really nice. When I get a shower, it feels good. Like the water doesn't get too hot too fast. Like it gets hot, but it's not like extremely hot. It's nice. I just literally got a shower like about 30 minutes ago. It was nice. Hey Christy, how you doing, sweetie? You good? Yeah, I was going up and down on the damn bike, going all over the place. Thank God the store that I went to get all the cords that I had to go get and all the stuff. The guy that owns it is a really good friend of mine. I got to see him the third time, and I got to see his partner as well. Gave me his condolences for my dad and stuff. he hadn't seen me in a while, so he asked me how my mom was doing. So it was nice seeing, some good friends. It's nice to have some good people in your life that actually give a shit to say shit to you. Yeah. I got this damn song in my mind now. Fuck. I hate when songs get in my mind and stay in there. All right. Shakima, I got your donation. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's woke up from a nap. Had a headache, but better now. Sorry to hear you had a headache, Christy. What I do when I get a headache, I get a handkerchief and I make it look like the Karate Kid, and I get some rubbing alcohol. I pour it all over the handkerchief and wrap it around my head for like 25 minutes to a half an hour, and it works. That's the old Portuguese method that my mom used on my dad. Yeah, it's old school. There wasn't no Tylenol back then, but it works. I use it all the time. You never heard of that? No? Shit. That's like a regular thing. I can't remember where the fuck if I have the thing here. I don't know where my handkerchief is, but I got a white handkerchief and it really works. I'm dead serious. I wouldn't leave you straight. Yeah. Just get a white handkerchief that can go right around your head like that. You could tie it in a little knot. But don't, put it tight, but not that tight. Like the Karate Kid movie. He had the handkerchief around his head and it was thick and it had like the thing on it. That's how I refer to it. You just fold it up like that, put rubbing alcohol, soak it all up, and as you smell the alcohol too through your nose when you have it around your head, it helps you. Like put on if you can wear it for like a half an hour if you want. And just lay down, chill out. All right. Shakima, let me see what you said here. All right, so let me see. Shakimi says. So you want to know if you can get a place like where you are now? Like you want to leave where you are now and get like a whole new place to yourself. Like that's what you want? Right. Yeah, see, Dan's used it. You can use it as many times you want. Rubbing alcohol ain't gonna harm you. I rub it all over my legs, like on my hamstrings and stuff. My hamstrings were really bad today because I was outside doing work and shit. I got all stiff. I'm like, fuck, man, it's annoying. All right, Shakima, let me check. Hmm. Well, you show up in the reading, Queen of Pentacles, Miss Virgo, and it's got the Eight of Wands here. It says communication. So this is telling me that you need to communicate to people, but I got, it looks like whatever you do and however you communicate, right? It's just, it says that there's no real like solution to that whole situation with getting a place there. Like it's, how am I gonna put this? It's like you'd have, even if you get, you got to ask yourself this. This is what this means. 'Cause now I hear what I'm gotta hear. What this means is if you go out there and communicate with people, right, about getting a place, then you might have, there might be some difficulty in them understanding exactly what you want, or where you want to be, or how you want it. Because if you don't feel like you can work with other people wherever you go in the new places, then that's going to be an issue again. Because whatever's going to be available, so put it this way, whatever's available is going to be the same type of bullshit. Like even though you have your own place, it might be around other people that have difficulty in understanding like whatever you want or how you want it. Or you might have, you just want to be alone in your own place, but there could be people that you go to in your new place that can drive you fucking nuts too, and cause you to like can be confused and like mentally drained over what they want you to do. Because you know how these people are when you buy a house in a neighborhood, and you're the newcomer type of thing. I think this is what it's referring to, because I can't think of anything else what it would be. But it's not a bad thing. It's just like it does. Like my dad and mom always said to me, it doesn't matter where you go, what job you have, what house you own, what neighborhood you go to. There's always going to be that one fucking idiot, and it's true. So I feel like if you do, it's nothing to do with you because you're the Queen of Pentacles upright. You can communicate, no worries. You might even get people communicate back. But remember, you want to go because of the situation you're in, having that person aggravate you. But this is saying that even if you go somewhere else, there's still going to be the bullshit. And I think that I say that like a million times. But let me look further into other stuff here. Let me just check. Hmm. Like even if you stay where you are, right? I feel like it's still going to be the same petty ass shit that goes on, or like you'll be tempted to like, just be like fucking hell, like this is crazy. But I feel like the landlord and the person that they bring are going to be okay. And there's going to be some times where it's going to be a little excessive, and there's going to be times where you won't really hear them, or there won't be a problem. You know what I'm saying? So either way, it looks good, but there's still that one situation there. I can't get like a overall yes on any of them, but I'm getting a 50-50 situation. So it's like you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. But hold on a second. Let me see if I can get like a frame here. Seems like every time I read this situation, and like it doesn't happen, or like it's always some bullshit. It's like it's not meant for you to do it. Every time like I read this here, like it says there's potential, but it just doesn't want to happen. That's annoying. Like from now until July, like I don't see like a house or anything like that in your area that's worth what you're gonna want. Like I don't see you getting exactly what you want, you know? Yeah. I mean, have you considered like renting somewhere else? And like, is that an option for you? Because I know you want to get your own damn place, right? But whatever, yeah, you was working on moving to another state. So if you're gonna do that, then you can just might as well go find, a house somewhere else. That's all. Cause you don't you you work remotely, right? Or you can. So that's why you can move to another state, right? Or is that an option? I can't remember 100%, but all right. Let me see. Yeah, I thought so. Well, I asked if you are going to relocate before the end of the year. And it says it'll be very difficult, but if you do relocate, a good place to go would be somewhere where you grew up. Because if you don't, it might just be a waste of an opportunity moving and you would have to balance out too much. So I don't know if that makes sense. But from the cards I have here, like that's what it says. The fuck? Oh, my camera was going off. There's somebody with their stupid lights. It's my dumbass neighbor flashing his lights like an idiot. These people, man, I tell you. Yeah, I don't blame you. But like I asked if you were to go if you can actually relocate by the end of this year, and it's telling me you can, but it's saying that you might be able to relocate, somewhere where you grew up or somewhere where you were when you were young, but it'll still be not that great. You would have to balance everything out, maintain peace. It's like a whole heap of dumbass shit you would have to deal with too. So I try to find another route for you, but it's still saying that's going to be difficult too. Like I'm not getting anything that's like a guarantee. Like it's not. Let put it this way, because I got the Queen of Pentacles there and the Eight of Wands. That's like the best cards I got out of that whole thing, which means you are fine. It's not you. There might have to be a little bit more communication, or you're looking for communication but it's not happening. So if you've already like put out there, if you have communicated with people and nothing's come back yet, don't give up hope on that. But if you haven't communicated as much as you think you should, maybe that Eight of Wands is saying to do more communication and ask more resources, or ask more things, so you can like, and I'm sure you probably have, but if for say you didn't, that's probably what that means, because it came right after you, like as the Queen of Pentacles. So to me, that means that Eight of Wands is like communicate more in order to get what you want. So that's what I would say. What is to communicate as much as you can on the things that you want. So yeah, I mean, I don't blame you, but I don't see like her being. I don't know. The cards didn't say that she was gonna. I mean, she's still gonna be a pain in the ass, but it's just gonna be another day. But um, I'm just thinking. I'm just gonna ask another question for you about something that I'm thinking about. Yeah, I understand. I just want to ask something for you. Hold on a sec. No, that's a little better. A little better, but so. Hey, how you doing, Joey? I'm good, sweetheart. How are you? Um. Oh, okay. That's crazy. Well, I asked if you were to look for another apartment to live in. It's saying that can happen if you wanted it in the next couple months. If you wanted to do that. Yeah, exactly. Or more. Depends on what they're renovating. You're doing well, having fresh strawberries and Greek yogurt. Oh, nice. Sounds good. So if you want the option of moving to a different place, right? Like another apartment for now, or like in the next couple months, that can happen if you really want it. So that's saying that that's an option. It'll still be difficult, and you'll still be like, fuck, man, I don't feel like moving like again. I don't feel like if I move, I want to move one time. So if you're that type of, if you're having that type of mentality, it's saying, I asked if you were to find, would you find another apartment if you tried in the next 2 months? And it says yes, but you might say, shit, this is going to be difficult again because now I have to move all my shit here. But if you're okay with moving all your shit to a new place just to get away from the situation you're in now, it says that the person will definitely take you. But it's saying that you probably won't want that. You want to move once and once only. So it's not being like the cards have not shown me any guarantees or any like real significant yeses. Like, I'm not really getting any serious like yes, you go for it or yes, it's gonna happen. It just keeps telling me the same shit over and over and over that it's gonna be difficult. Um, you know, remember the past on when you moved, and then it wasn't right. Some shit like that, like Yeah, I know. Especially about that subject. I know it hasn't been, the best at all. But it seems like every time I read that situation, it never gives me like a real serious answer. It tells me it's potential, but it's you know. But I'm gonna still go off the original cards I got in the very beginning, which I always like to dwell. I like to dwell on the beginning cards that I get. So I want to. Spirit probably wants to reassure you that it's not you. You're the Queen of Pentacles, but maybe you might consider uh putting yourself out there more as far as like wanting to get like maybe that Eight of Wands wants you to communicate more or put forth some type of like communication towards more housing options, if that makes sense. But they also want you to remember that no matter where you go, you might have to deal with another dumbass landlord, or you might have to deal with a shitty neighbor, or you might have to deal with something that you have to fix up that's going to cost you more drama. So, yeah, it's something to look at. And you know what? From my experiences of working on houses, it doesn't matter what house you buy, you're still gonna want to fix it up to your liking anyway. But you do it on your own time, you know? Yeah, just keep trying to find like something. Don't give up. And like even if it's something that you can see yourself in long term, but you have to fix something up or whatever. As long as it's livable, then you'd be all right, right? So it all depends on what you really want. But you know, I remember when Tanya sold her house and she fixed up a few things here and there. And I told her not to do too much because someone else is just gonna buy the house and fix it all up to their liking, just like how they did with my sister's old house, and just like how I did with this house. We're just gonna, yeah, right. And it don't make sense getting anything like that, because the price of shit now is ridiculous. That's why I don't do electrical contracting no more. It's too expensive. I have to put forth so much money just to go get the materials. And then by the time I get that money back, it's gonna be like months from now because I can't be giving them a bill every fucking month. They don't want that. They want contract shit. So once you finish this section, you gotta do that section. Yeah, a lot of people don't want to do that in Bermuda no more. They rather just buy an old house and fix it up and then spend less money if they were to buy a brand new one. Like this house that I'm living in, the value of this house went up a lot. A lot. In the past, since we've been living here, we put a lot of value into this house. And when it actually got assessed and like before the divorce, it was more than what we thought. And we were like, fuck. That's crazy. But it's worth it. But it took, we've been living here for 16 years. Me 15, I've been 1 year less. But over a 15-year period, we renovated the entire thing over a couple years. We couldn't do it right away. But once you keep going, I watched my dad do it too. My dad bought a shitty ass house and turned it into a good one. But it took him 30 years to do it. But, you can fix things up as long as it's livable. Yeah, everything's expensive now, man. It's crazy. It's so annoying. Everybody asks me all the time, "Hey, Mark, you got a house?" I'm like, "Oh, hell no. Fuck do I want a house for? No, no." That's like my parents wanted to leave me their house. I was like, "Nah, nah. You put it in all our names. I don't want no headaches. No, thank you." The only way I'll have a house is if I marry a rich ass woman that puts me in her house and I'll fix it up and take care of it for her. That'll be my part of living in her house with her. So if she wants me to be her in her maintenance man, you'd be good to go for the rest of your life. I'll fix it up for you, sweetheart. No problem. You won't have to hire nobody. I'll do all the work for you. Just let me live here with you, and I'm good to go. But that'll be the perfect life. That's the only way I'll be in a house. I don't know. And it won't even be mine. It'll be hers. She can end up kicking my ass out. Who you talking to? Talking to you, woman? Yeah? Get the fuck out of my house. Oh, all right. No problem. I had to go shack up somewhere, go get a hotel. Then she'll come crying back looking for me. Guess what, Mark? The fan's not working. I need you back. Please come back and fix my shit. Oh, now you want me back fix your shit, huh? You told me to get out of the house. No, I was mad, but I want you back. Please fix my shit. Bitch ass. I wouldn't be so lucky. But you never know, I might get lucky. Might find myself a nice rich woman. She ain't even gotta be rich. If she had a house, it'd be nice. But I'll live in my apartment. I'm good. I love my apartment. It's perfect for me. The only thing I don't like is walking up the steps all the time. That's why I try not to go upstairs that much. It's annoying. Up and down, up and down, up and down. It's good exercise, but it gets annoying going up and down all the time. But I don't think I can ever buy a house. Hell no. After working on houses, I just finished talking to my cousin about it too. He was like, "Yeah, man, I got the money for a house, me and my wife and my daughter, but I don't want one, man. Just maintaining everybody else's house for a living. You see how much money you send for the bill, and you're like, fuck, I'm gonna pay all this shit, even though I'm doing it myself." I'm like, yeah, bro, that's exactly. I said, ever since I've been living in this house, it's discouraged me from even having my own house. Because when you get them bills, you got land tax. Here in Bermuda, you have to pay land tax, which is ridiculous. Then if you want to, you pay house insurance. That's ridiculous in itself. That's if you want house insurance. It's not obligated. Then you got all your bills, right? Then you have a mortgage if you have one. So that's like something that I don't want no damn house, you know. A house is a nuisance. I'd rather be in my apartment, to be honest. What you mean not a good match for me? What are you talking about? Why not? Why not, Shorty? You don't want me now? Oh man. Shorty said, I ain't no rich bitch. You ain't gonna live in my goddamn house. I ain't got no house for you to live in. Now I said that'll be the perfect world, but I don't need that. I'm perfectly content. I'm perfectly content being right here. You live in an apartment too? Yeah, me too. No, I don't need a house. I'm trying to tell you the only way I'm going into a house, I can't give that woman a whole heap of money to pay for her house or to maintain her house. I'm gonna work in the house. That's about it. I'll work on it for her. That's the type of shit I'm talking about. But I'd rather live in an apartment so I don't have to do none of that stuff. I've always rented and never wanted to due to expenses. Exactly, Joey. For you by yourself, it's too much. It's too much expenses by yourself. Hell no. Yeah, that too. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah. I mean, living here is really nice, but because of the situation I'm in here, it's nice because I don't really have to. All I gotta do is maintain everything around here, and I'm good to go. So I'm living good here, right? It's a beautiful place. It's a nice house, nice apartment. But I have to maintain it. I have to make sure everything is okay, and I got to make sure everything works and everything is good to go. But don't get me wrong. I would love to have my own house if I can afford it with someone. I wouldn't have a problem with that. Like if I married somebody and they said, "Okay, babe, let's get a house," I'd be like, "All right, cool, let's get a house. Let's go for it." That's not a problem. But I'm me personally. I'm single. I ain't got no family, no kids. What the hell do I want a house for? But if I married somebody that wanted a house and had enough money to get a house together, then sure, that's eventually what I would love to do, or even get a condo or something like that. Somewhere nice, nice location, nice little condo or something. I don't even need a damn house, but you know, some people could live in an apartment, no problem, for the rest of their lives together. You know, that's something that I would want, but I ain't paying for no house just for somebody to move in. That's why I was saying if I ever got into a situation where a woman had her house and I had to move, she wanted me to move in with her, the only thing I can do for her is to fix her house up and maintain everything and do all the work around there so she can, save money and have me do it as my part of being there. If she's already paid for her house, then I ain't gotta pay for nothing. But if I end up being with somebody that wants their own house, then yeah, sure, we'll go for it. We can go get one. I would work my ass off and help for sure. As long as she can get me do every goddamn thing. Hell no. All the laws that are in my province favor natives. There's not a hope in hell. I would not over here. This is due to our screwed up Providence government. Yeah. Right, exactly. That's why you show up as the Queen of Pentacles, so that's not a problem. Running a house exactly. And if you don't know how to do anything, that's crazy. Yeah, I look at it like that too. Shakima, you're absolutely right. That's too much money a month anyway. That's fucking nuts. That's like Bermuda prices. You know, that's fucking insane. Everything is expensive now, and that always has been. Yeah, Tanya said, "Guess what, y'all? I live in an RV." And I remember Tanya saying, "I'm getting out of this big house and I'm about to go RVing." And it's a good life, isn't it? You ain't gotta worry about living in one place. You can go all over the damn country and enjoy your life. Hell yeah, I'd be in the same boat if I was out there. Well, Joey, that's everywhere in the world. Unfortunately, the whole world is full of bullshit, and everything is about greed and money, and that's how it's always gonna be. Honestly, if you guys ever, I don't recommend you looking anyway, but if you ever look at the price of houses in Bermuda, you'd be like, okay, yeah, no thanks. Even there's so many Bermudians here that are mad as shit because they can't even find an apartment, and a lot of people here in Bermuda are mad because a lot of apartments have turned into Airbnbs for the foreigners, and it's making Bermudians mad as shit. And then people want to get these small houses that you see that look like a container. It's like a one bedroom house, like a studio apartment, but it's like you bring it in, like, and they want to bring them in and put them in this big area, but everybody has to see each other. So that's fucking dumb. I would never want that shit. Hell no. You come out of your thing and you got to see 20 other people with 20 other houses all around you. Yeah, there's little tiny houses. Apparently, Bermudians are the Bermudian people are suggesting to do that to the government, to bring in those little houses for people so they can afford to live here, because it's not fair to the Bermudian locals that don't have anything. And I'm like, yeah, good luck with that. And I was like, you guys fail to realize if you have some of those little houses here, the hurricanes are gonna rip those things to pieces. But people don't think about that. People don't think about those little houses ain't no concrete. It's gonna be on a concrete slab, yeah, bolted down. But what happens when the hurricane comes? Night night. You can't get no. You have to have a solid house in Bermuda, or else that shit's gone bye bye. I'm telling you right now, those things ain't hurricane proof. That's why the government ain't gonna bring. Yeah, you'll never find me in one of those things. No, no. I'm staying right here. Fuck that. Yeah, you can't have those things in here. The only way it's gonna work, you can have those houses, but you're gonna have to, like, you're gonna have to put those things underneath like a concrete shelter. They're gonna have to be underneath something. Or like say this is the actual house like this, right? And it goes on top of a slab like that. And you bolt that shit down. Or you put those straps around them to hold it down so it don't blow your shit away. That ain't gonna work. 120-mile-an-hour hurricane comes through, or a couple fucking tornadoes, they're ripping that shit. That shit's going bye bye. See you later. So what you gotta do is you gotta build 4 pillars, one here, one here, one here, one here, and you gotta put a roof over it. So that way it can't blow the thing away. So you're gonna have to build those hurricane proof like cage on top of it. So that way it doesn't blow up. It'll hit the thing, or you can actually bolt it to that what you put on top of it. So you're still gonna pay out of your ass to get a concrete structure around that little fucking tin house. So it ain't gonna make no sense bringing those things here. I've already thought about it plenty of times, and I told my friend that the other day. He goes, yeah, that's a good point, but they would have to put it somewhere here or there. And I'm like, bro, they ain't gonna do that shit. They're not gonna go through all of that because you want cheap housing. So in order to make those cheap houses safe in Bermuda, you're gonna have to spend more money to put them in there. It ain't gonna work, bro. I'm telling you right now, it ain't gonna work. If you get me to design it, it'll work. Put me on a job, I'll do it. You're gonna have to get like pillars put on the side of that house, so that, and you have to bolt that shit to the pillar so it won't go nowhere. You can't just put it on a flat slab and just bolt it down. It ain't gonna work. It's gonna blow that shit away. I guarantee you. Unless it's in a secure place where it's like the wind is not gonna get to it, which I highly doubt. But I don't know. It all depends. Somebody might have a different idea. But I'll let you guys know if they got them here. A lot of people are probably gonna get them too, if they come here. But to me, they're a risk. They're definitely a risk. I would not want to live in them. Not in Bermuda. No, no. And then you're gonna have to get AC for those things, right? Because it's hot as shit here. So you're gonna have to get a decent AC. You're gonna have to get a whole new bunch of power sources for those things. So wherever you put 20 of those things somewhere, you're gonna need a lot of power just to run those things. Or you might as well get like a solar power type of situation for your thing. And see, that's the thing. If you were to build, like I just said, if you were to build if you were to have that slab right here, and then you have this, and then you put like four little pillars, and you have like a flat roof, you could put a solar panel on top of that roof, right? That concrete slab up top, and that'll feed that house. So you won't need no electricity. You'll run off your solar power. But then again, solar power is very expensive. So in order to get those little houses here and run them off of solar power and invest all that money into it, you're gonna pay at least 100 grand altogether for that shit. I guarantee you. And that might be cheap for some people, but the average Bermudian ain't got no 100 grand to spend on no little fucking bullshit ass house. You might as well put that as a down payment on a condo and pay the fucking mortgage for the rest of your life. You cannot buy a house in Bermuda for 100 grand. This ain't the United States or Canada, because your houses ain't like ours. This is all concrete shit around here. So the average house in Bermuda is $1 million. You ain't paying no less than that. And the only way you're gonna pay less than $1 million, you're gonna pay that for an old ass house that you're gonna have to renovate. And by the time you renovate, it's gonna be worth $1 million or more. You ain't getting no house here for less than $1 million, all done up. And but like, if you're not gonna get a house in Bermuda for less than $1 million that you don't have to fix, it ain't gonna happen. The only way that's gonna happen is if you buy it from a family member that kept that house up. There's no house in Bermuda less than $1 million. It ain't happening. And those tiny little fucking houses are gonna be worth at least 100K by the time you get it. And I'm telling you right now, trust me, I'm not lying. If you think I'm lying, you go look it up. You go look up Bermuda Realty, and they'll show you there's no house less than a mil. The only thing you're getting less than a mil is probably a condo, and you're gonna get a condo for like probably between 600 and 800 grand, like 800,000. The least amount you can spend on a condo in Bermuda for like a 2 bedroom. Like if you get a 1 bedroom condo, it's gonna cost you at least $500,000 for a 1 bedroom condo or more. Right? And that's just for a 1 bedroom condo you're gonna get for like $500,000 in Bermuda. And then if you got a 2 bedroom, that bitch is gonna be about 800 grand. If you got a 3 bedroom with a couple bathrooms and a garage, you're looking at 8 and up, depending on how big the bedrooms are and all that. Trust me, it ain't cheap. In my neighborhood, right, where I live, every single house is more than $1.5 million each. Every single house in this section. Even the oldest house here is over 1.5 value, guaranteed. You ain't getting nothing less than 1.5 in this neighborhood. I'll tell you that right now. Now, my neighbor over here, he got a repoed house for 1.1, but he spent at least 400 grand in that house already since he's been there. And if he were to sell that house now, he'd get over 2 mil for that house because he fixed it all up. He put a pool in there and everything. That's my mate over there. He bought the house for 1.1, and he soaked at least 400 grand in that house already. Easy. He told me he did too. But if he were to sell that house right now, it'd be worth 2 mil. Yeah, I'm telling you right now. Bermuda's one of the most expensive places in the world, especially for houses. You ain't getting nothing less than that. No. Oh, I know. The only way you can get a house in Bermuda is if you got money. So Thank God my sister married a rich person and his dumb ass fucked around and found out. And now we got a free house. Thanks, asshole. And if my sister were to ever sell this house, she'll be sitting pretty. We don't even need this big ass house no more. But it's ours, so we just have it. If her boys get married and leave the house and she's gonna be here by herself and me, we already said we're probably gonna sell the house. She'll probably sell it because it don't make sense living in here by herself. But this house is huge, too big. But the person she married, their family had a lot of money. So yeah. This house right now on the market and valuation is worth 2.5 right now. If we were to sell this house right now, it'd be 2.5 mil. Easy. Somebody would probably like take it down to like probably 2.3 or something like that. Even that's good. But they bought this house for 1.8, I think, 16 years ago. And it's worth 700 more now. You would think a house devalues as it gets older, but we put value into it. And because of the market and where it's located, you always get money for it. And this is the smallest lot in the whole neighborhood. Everybody else around here has a bigger lot than us. Like the house, my friend Gary, his house over here is probably worth like same thing. And he ain't even got a pool. His house is worth 2 point something and he ain't even got a pool. His house is fucking huge. That thing's like it's like two houses and on one lot. He said, when I became a realtor, I would go look at the multi-million-dollar listings. I had a 1.5 listing a few years ago. Yeah, in the United States, they have houses worth that much, of course, but in Bermuda, there ain't no cheap ass places. You ain't gonna get that unless you're dealing with family. You know. Okay, Lisa, take care. But yeah, like I said, Bermuda's a very expensive place. But there's houses all over the world that are worth way more than these houses, but it's a lot. My oldest sister, her house, like probably like 30 years ago, she bought her house for 550 grand. And it was old and shitty. And my brother-in-law put all brand new windows in it, all brand new doors, all brand new shutters. He fixed the roof, cleaned the tank, painted the house. The garage is really shitty. You can't really like. You can only put like a car in there and it'd be like not much in there. But he fixed it up a bit. The yard is really, really, really nice. He got a really good deal on that house 30 years ago. But he already had a small house and then he put that towards the new house. Well, the house that he's in now. And if he were to sell that house right now, he'll probably get 2 mil for it. Easy. With no pool. Because the yard is huge. And it's a beautiful location too. They have a nice house. But you spend all that money on a house. It's worth spending money because you're gonna be there forever if you are. But here in Bermuda, man, a lot of people ain't really doing their renovations unless they got money. But see, people make a lot of money here. There's a lot of ballers in Bermuda, man. There's a lot of exempt companies here that pay ridiculous money. People are making six figures a year here, guaranteed. There's Bermudians here making stupid money every day. These people make good fucking money. So they can afford all that. You know? People make paper. There's a lot of rich people here. My client, he's one of the richest motherfuckers I know. That motherfucker's got that move. When I first met that guy back in 2010, he had 6 houses in Bermuda and 108. And since I've known him for 16 years now, he sold 3 of the houses and he's got 4 left. So his got cha-chang. That reminds me too, I gotta build that mofo and get my money. He's probably gonna call me. Mark, why haven't you built me yet? I'm like, look, bro, I can't remember. I don't know. I keep forgetting. I'll bill you at the end of the month. Like I do everybody else. Why is my camera psyching out for? Oh, this jackass has got his light on. Turn your light off, cousin. You're triggering my camera. Yeah, it's 12:30 in the morning, bro. Turn that shit off. This idiot next door, he's got like spotlights everywhere. He's like the dumbest ass I've ever known. See, Shakim, it doesn't matter where you live. See, these idiots are just dumb. Asshole, 12:30 in the morning here in Bermuda, his ass got a big ass spotlight on. The fuck you looking at 12:30? Go to sleep, man. Fucking nuisance. I'm wondering why my camera's going off. The light's triggering it. All right, I'm going to give you guys a oracle card if you want. It's called the Fifth Element. I bring these from upstairs. I ain't pulled them in a long time. They're like little cards. You guys have seen them before, some of you. They have like a message on the front and the back. I like it from the front. I think I told you guys in the beginning of the year that there's a house right over here. It's pretty much 2 minutes away. It has its own tennis court, a mini golf court thing. You have to have a golf cart to go all around the whole property. And they want $7 million for it. 7 mil. And it's a beautiful house. It's got everything. Pool, garage, house, tennis courts, all that shit. You literally need a golf cart to drive around around the whole house. I don't know, I can't remember. But they have like they even have the golf grass and everything. I don't know if anybody bought it because that was like the beginning of this year. But I drive across it every day. I have no choice. I have to drive across there every day. And it has like a horse stable as well. Like if you want horses and shit, it's got like a horse stable and it's got an enclosed fence area. So if you want to put animals there or you want to have like a farm, like it's freaking huge. $7 million. It's on the market for right now. I think I showed the link in here at that time. No, but you can definitely land one in it. That's for sure. And then there's the one that I worked at years ago. It was probably 2009. I worked at this place called Coral Sea. And it's worth $10 million. It's 2 houses, private beach, pool, everything. It's got everything. Got a nice garage, double garage, all that shit. Yeah. If I'm spending 7 mil, it better have a fucking helicopter pad. Pad. I agree, Joey. It's a great idea. That's the most expensive houses I know around my area. The $10 million one is right around the corner too. I worked there way, way back. Actually, let me look at that real quick. Let me see if it's still there. Let me see if it's still on the market. Yep, here it is. Yep, still looks the same. I worked there. Fucking hell. Yeah, it's actually rented as an Airbnb now. Still looks the exact same as when I worked on it. I painted that roof. I painted that house. I cleaned the tank. I worked inside. I redid all the electrical in that house. I can say I worked on a $10 million property. I'm doing some fucking work in this damn island. I made a lot of money off that lady. She's a nice lady too. But the asshole I was working with, he ended up like robbing her $3,000. And she didn't really give us any work anymore because he fucked up. He bit the hand that fed him. But she says, yeah, Mark, I understand. Cause I ratted his ass out. I'm like, look, it weren't me. That's him. He fucked you over, not me. And I was like, you know what? I don't want nothing to do with this shit. I'm out of here. Fuck you people. I don't want a bad name. Let me see. Here, you guys can check it out. If you guys press that link, you'll see the house that I worked on. And you'll see everything. You can actually book it. and have it as an Airbnb. It's fucking beautiful. It's a really, really nice place. I remember working on that place all the time for months. So good. Yeah, if you click that link, you'll see the place I'm talking about. It's literally like 10 minutes away from me on the beach side. It's a beautiful place. Check it out. It looks old because it is, but it's beautiful on the inside. I renovated. The one you see on the right, you'll see one with the green blinds. If you see the one with the green shutters on the right when you look at the picture, I renovated that entire house, the electrical. I redid the whole electrical. And I did masonry in there. I painted in there. I did the roof. I did the tank. I worked there for like 3 months and I made like at least $20,000 profit off of that job. And I was so happy I did because I was like, I needed that job. So, but she was smart. She let me do one job at a time and see how I did and how I priced it. And then she was like, okay, I got more work for you to do. So I was there for 3 months. And then in the end, the dickhead that I got the job from put an extra $3,000 and he got caught lying to the lady. So the lady gave me my money and then he tried to give me extra money because he knew he fucked up. And I was like, no, bro, I'm done with you. I cut him off. I never wanted to deal with him again. And I never worked there again. Yeah, it does. It's beautiful. It's actually, you can actually rent it. They can't sell that place. Ain't nobody gonna buy that place for no $10 million. Hell no. Is it worth 10 million? Not really. Not in my eyes. It's not worth 10 million. And you'll never get 10 million off of that. It ain't happening. Oh yeah, I know. Is it white? Is it all white? I think I know the one you're talking about. There's like an all white one on there. Yeah, 18 mil. Yeah, I know where it is. You know what? I actually worked on that house for 1 week in the tank because a lot of people back then didn't want to do water tanks. See, because you have to like drain the water, you get all dirty. A lot of people are claustrophobic and won't go in there and shit. But before that house was worth that much, I did the tank years and years and years ago. Like before I went on my own, I was working for somebody else and we did the tank there. I think I was like 22 years old and I was working construction and we did the tank there. And then they renovated the entire place and added on and added on and made it huge. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful place. Oh, nice, Tanya. Enjoy it. All right. I'm gonna pull some cards for you guys. If you want some, if you want a card, let me know. Yeah, Joey, you remember? Yeah, I should. I showed it a while ago. Yeah. Hell nah, Joey. That's fucking crazy. 45 grand just to stay there for a week. Yep. I'm telling you. It's nuts. And people actually rent that place, you know. Like big high rollers rent that shit. Sure you can, Joe. I'm gonna give anybody who wants a oracle, I'll give you one. All right, Tanya, you're first. All right, Tanya, the truth has set me free. Lies no longer rule my world. I see the truth and follow the truth by following my own heart. There you go. Amen to that. That's one of my favorite cards. It came out first. Yeah, the view is beautiful. It's a really nice place. I swam in that pool too, you know. They weren't there. And then you know what happened? One day we had to turn the electricity off so the cameras and the internet weren't working. And I called the woman. I said, look, I gotta shut the power down. So if you see the cameras go, then that means, you know, I shut the power off. And I said, it's probably gonna be about 2 hours maximum. She goes, oh, that's fine, Mark. Do what you gotta do. You didn't have to call me. I'm like, I just want to call you just to make sure, right? But cameras have to have a battery on them, right? And I made sure these ones didn't have it. So I said she can't see me swim in the pool, right? But she probably would have been cool with it anyway. So I remember one time it was hot as fucks out there. I just finished my lunch. I said to my boy, I said, nobody's here, right? He goes, nah, nobody's here. I was like, good. I'm going for a dip. He goes, you're serious? I'm like, yeah, I'm going in this pool, but I want to say that I swam in a fucking big ass, beautiful ass pool. So I went in there and swam in there for like 20 minutes. I was like, good, nobody came. I'm out of here. Let me turn the electricity back on. At least I could say I swam in that pool. Every time I see the picture, I'm like, I swam in that bitch. And in the ocean too. I went fishing around there. One time I brought a rod and some bait and I went fishing there. And I set up a line. I caught like a few fish here and there. Shit, I was there for 3 months. All right, Barbie, you want a card? And Joey, I'll give you one now. All right, Joey, you're next. Christy, you want one? Cool. All right, Joey. All right. Joey, your card is I listen to the intent behind words. And it says, When I open myself to the truth and really listen, I understand the intent of the message. I feel the truth behind the words. The words lose their value, and the only thing that remains is the truth. Both, Joey. I have both here. The pools don't need to be heated during the summer, but the winter time, if you heat the pool, it's gonna cost an arm and a leg. Like we guys, the our pool heater, our pool pump, our heat pump, it's called. It doesn't even work anymore because we just didn't couldn't be bothered with it, and it needs to be like serviced and put together, but we don't even use it anymore because oh shit, I put it back in the deck. You might want to rewind, just rewind it, I guess. I gotta find it. But yeah, the heater, the heat pump, in order to run it for like a day, it's gonna if you ran it for like a month, it'll cost like $2,000 electricity. You'll spend so much electricity, be ridiculous. Oh, here it is. Here it is, Joey. I found it. Here you go, Joey. You got it? You got it? All right, good. Good thing it was right in the beginning. Yeah. Okay, Christy, you're next, and then Barbie. You're welcome, Joey. All right, Christy and then Barbie, the twins. All right, Christy. All right. Christy, you got the owl. The truth doesn't need me to believe it. The truth simply is, and it survives. Believe it or not, lies need me to believe them. If I don't believe lies, then don't survive my skepticism, and they simply disappear. Amen. That's another one of my favorite cards. The first one and that one, this one is my favorites. Lies don't need me to believe them. I love that sentence. Lies don't need me to believe them. You're welcome, Christy. Shakima, you want a card too? And Barbie, you're next. Barbie. Yeah, this was my second deck I ever bought. So this deck is very old, but it looks good though. All right, Barbie. I changed the world by changing myself. I am changing the world by loving myself, by enjoying life, by making my personal world a dream of heaven. I change myself, and just like magic, other people start to change. Amen. There you go, Barbie. All right, Shakima, you're next. All right. Shakima, this is your card. I am dreaming right now in this moment. The world I think I see outside of me is actually inside of me. It's just images in my imagination. It's a dream. Yeah, these cards look new. They're a very, quality deck. I don't really beat up my cards like that anyway. I keep them in the box. All my cards, not the only cards that I beat up is the ones I use every day. Look, they're completely like destroyed because I had that deck for like forever now. That's my oldest deck. That was my very, very first deck. That's why it looks like shit. But I still use it every day. It's the only deck I love. Like, I just have a thing where I like to use my own. I like to use the same deck all the time for readings. Like, I have other tarot decks, I just don't use them. But I have so many different cards and different decks. Thanks to everybody sending me stuff. Yeah, they're definitely worn in. But these aren't. These are nice. Like I don't really manhandle anything. I don't leave anything out of the box. I put everything back in the box. I'm sure you guys notice that every time I use cards, I put them back in the box. I don't like to leave cards outside and all that shit. They should go right back where they belong. All right, I'm gonna give myself a card. I think I've gotten everybody already. It's time for my card now. All right, my card is, what message am I delivering to myself? When I deliver truth, I love to myself, I am happier. I am just being happier. The people around me benefit. My effort is really for everyone because my joy, my happiness, my heaven is contagious. Mic drop. Oh boy. What can I say? Spirit has their ways. Spirit has their ways. Kaboom, baby. Just like that. You want the truth? Marky has it. Every day, all day. And everybody benefits from the truth. Yes, it does. Hell yeah. All right, I'm going to pull a card from this deck, this other deck I have here, as a collective for all of us. It's called the Angel Guide Oracle. So I'm going to pull one card for all of us for what we all need to know. All right, I'm going to do a collective message. I haven't done it in a while, so I'll do it. Then I'm going to go to fuck sleep. All right. That's nice. I like these cards. I forget how nice these cards are. All right, cards. Let me see if I can find this card real quick. Oh, here we go. Perfect. Okay, so this is our card for those of us who are participating in the chat, not for the stalkers and lurkers. Of course, not for you. So everybody that's participated in the chat, this is for us as a collective. Courage and bravery. And the message is, Your angels are here to remind you that your soul cannot be tarnished or harmed. It's the part of your essence that's always remained whole, healed, and complete. So if you are feeling the need to defend yourself at this time, angel wisdom is guiding you to back down. You don't need to protect yourself, especially when you have spiritual support. Call in the light of God, heaven, and the angels to protect you. If you feel that you have made a mistake or have something that you need to share, be brave and take ownership of it. Trust that living with integrity will always lead to the greatest possible unfolding of your life. And know that the best gift that you can give the world at this time is the truth. Whew. I got chills on that one. Hell yeah. That was nice. I like that. Hey, Virgo, what's up, sweetie? You good? Yes, Joey, definitely. I know, right? That was the perfect collective message, in my opinion. It definitely was for me, for sure. I definitely will take that. I like that sentence where it says you don't have to defend yourself, and it's true. You really don't. But I think we get caught up in the moment, you know? I always tell people like I never try to defend myself because I shouldn't have to, you know? As long as I know and God knows and spirit knows that I'm innocent, or I know I'm telling the truth, then we should never like go against what we believe. But we get caught up in the moment. We get caught up in defending ourselves for nothing. So that's just how I feel about that. Sometimes we can't help but defend ourselves because we feel like, people try to tarnish our souls like that, like it says. If you listen to that message, it's true. People try to get you and make you look bad, knowing that you don't even have to respond. All you gotta do is keep quiet. But sometimes you gotta like put your foot down finally and just say, you know what? Even though I'm about to do something I don't really want to do, but I'm gonna do it because I need to feel better. Like that card says, if you do something, and you have integrity doing it, then go for it. It's all good. Life goes on. You just lay it down. How was my day? My day was crazy, hectic, but in a good way. Today was a DJ day. I woke up this morning and I said I need to sort out my DJ equipment so for the weekend. So I went to the city, bought this piece I needed. Then it didn't have the right cord, so I had to go back and go get another cord. Then I came back and I needed another cord, so I had to go back and go get another cord. Thank God it's only 7 to 10 minutes away. So I ended up getting everything sorted out. All my real true friends came in my live today on TikTok, and they were all talking shit to me, having fun, teasing me. And they were like, Mark, you got to get up with the time, bro. And I'm like, look, bro, when I come on TikTok, I just want to turn the speaker on and play music. And if it sounds good, then I don't give a shit. But see, in order for me to DJ in other rooms or for someone to DJ in my room, you have to get a piece called an iRig. And it hooks up to your phone and it hooks up to the controller of the DJ controller. So it limits the amount of noise that, so it doesn't echo in somebody else's room and shit. But then when you want to hear somebody, you have to unplug it from your phone. And then you got to let that person talk or whatever. And then you plug it back in when you're ready to play music again. So it's actually kind of dumb. but it's the only way it works, and it's the only way the technology works through TikTok. So hopefully it gets better one day. But it's all new to me. See, I've been a DJ my whole life, but I've never had to go through a digital system like this. So my friend was in there. He went live with me, and he was in like the corner on the bottom, and he was like, "Unplug it," and then he typed "unplug," and I'm like, "Oh, unplug," and my nephews are in there laughing, right? They're like, "Bro, he was trying to tell you unplug it." I'm like, "Well, I can't hear him. You guys can hear him, but not me, because I have to unplug the damn thing to hear him." So I learned a lot of things today. It was pretty fun. My nephews were laughing at me. They're like, "Bro, you need to get into the technology more." I said, "Look, bro, I just want to play music. I don't give a fuck about no damn plugs and no damn things and all that." But it was fun though. I learned a lot of things today. So so my friends are teasing me now. They say, "You ready now for the competition or what?" I said, "Shit, I just got the goddamn piece. So you gotta let me practice first." So I'm gonna practice over the weekend because it's a holiday here. So I'm gonna practice because I'm too old for this shit. So now that I have the new technology piece, almost $200 later, it wasn't that much, but it was close to. I think it was like 170 altogether. I paid for that shit, and I really didn't want to spend no more money. As long as I can DJ, I'm fine. Like, and people can hear me, I don't give a shit. But in order for me to like DJ with my friends, which I want to do, I have to get this damn piece. So I got it today. So let the party begin. So now, like, I can invite another DJ to play with me, and it'll sound like better. It won't be no echo. It won't be no like talk over or something like that. So yeah, I did it finally. I had to break through the technology barrier. So annoying, man. I just want to just play music and not worry about buttons and stupid chords and shit. But it's cool. I had a great time. I was very happy to see. I have like over 800 followers over there. And like my true friends came in there today to help me, which was really nice. I really felt, you know, I really felt happy to have help for once. I'm usually the one helping everybody, right? But like it's all new to me. I'm not really like that type of, I'm not really into it like that digitally. So, but now I got the digital part down. So now that I have it all rigged up properly, I know exactly what I have to do now. So now I'm going to sort out all my folders of music and transfer music over to the computer so I don't have to like use the other shit and stuff like that. So I'm going to have a busy week. I need to get all my music sorted out, and I need to rewrite the song so I can give to Christy so she could sing it for me. I'm gonna try and get that done too. That's my next mission. Now that I got everything set up, I can. I had to rewrite a song today for an artist that is gonna sing me a song too. That's gonna be this week, probably like maybe Thursday. Well, tomorrow's Thursday, right? Yeah, it might be tomorrow he sings it, or Friday. And then I need to get that shit. Oh, hey Sophie, how you doing? I'm glad you're okay. Hopefully the weather didn't bother you that much. Yeah, I'm gonna work on that stuff tomorrow, Christy. I promise. I know you said don't worry about it, no, but I have to work on it because I need that for the competition coming up. My friend says I have 2 more weeks to decide if I want to enter the competition. So I got a lot of work to do. You're good, tired, but there's more rain coming. Oh man, that sucks. We had our share of rain. Now it's nothing but sun. Now it's nothing but sunlight and sunshine. Good night, Barbie. Take care. So yeah, the competition's in June. I don't have an exact date yet because this Monday coming up, like next Monday, is going to be the semifinals of the existing competition, and then the following week is the finals. So that's going into June already. So I would say like mid June they're going to start the new competition. They're going to take a week break. So I would say like the second or third week of June it's going to start. But I don't know if I'm going to be like the first ones to, because it's two people every week that clash each other. So I might not be like one of the people that go right at, go first. They have to pull your name out of a hat, and say, okay, Mark's the first one, and he faces this person. So I could face somebody really good and lose the first round because everybody's really good. And if I face somebody that's really really experienced like me, but knows more about the technology part, it might not work out for me. That's why I got a lot of practicing to do. So I mean, I know what I'm doing. It's just a matter of like organizing everything and getting all my music together, so that I'm not there searching for shit. Because the competition is tricky. Where the first two rounds, you can play whatever you want, and then there's a challenge round where they all get to all. Nobody knows what's coming, so they'll say, okay, you have to play 5 songs from Bob Marley or something like that, which is too easy. So they're gonna name an artist, and both DJs have to play 5 songs from each artist. You see what I'm saying? So that's the downfall of the competition for me. Because if they say play 5 songs of certain person, I'm gotta go look for them. So in order for me to be in this competition, I have to put like a bunch of songs in each folder of each artist, and that's like a task. That's a lot of fucking shit to do. So, you know, it's gonna be difficult where I'm gonna have to have like my whole hard drive, my external hard drive that I have all my shit on. It's gonna be like I have to do that, but it shouldn't be that difficult. I mean, but I just need to organize it so that way I'm not searching for shit while I'm doing it. I like to be very organized when I do it. And then like the fourth round, you can only play a certain type of music. And then the fifth round, it's like you go one for one. Like somebody plays a song, then you play a song. The first one to reach 6 out of 10 wins. And then there's a voting thing there where you vote for who you think wins. So every round, the crowd and the chat votes for the DJ to see who wins. And a lot of people bring their own crowd so they can win. So I have a good decent crowd on there, but they all have to be there at the same time. So I have to like really really practice the format. I have to like do like a trial run where I record myself DJing each round to see if I can handle it, which I can. But I want to make sure I have enough, like music, because the farther I go, the more music I need, and the more I have to like go against bigger and better people. Every round is going to get harder and harder and harder. So, I mean, if I lose, I won't be mad because it's just going to be an experience. It's going to be my first online competition. So, I don't know. I'll see. He says there's like 3 spots left, and I have to make my decision in the next 2 weeks. So, I'll see I got to see what I'm going to do. This weekend is going to be a weekend where I have to really, check it out. I really have to like sort out my shit and see if I can, now that I have this, the system all hooked up properly, I can go ahead and like try it. If I win the whole competition, if I win the whole thing, right, I get $1,000 and 2 free songs from any artist I want, reggae artist. and that's the prize, and a trophy. Sorry, a trophy, $1,000, and 2 free songs from any Jamaican artist that is in Jamaica that I want to call out my name in a song. So it's a very decent prize, you know. It's decent. Trophy, money, and 2 free songs, which are expensive. So yeah. When I actually do the competition, I need to get as much people that know me over there as possible just to vote so I can win. Because the more people I get in that chat for me, the more people that will vote for me, and I'll get away with winning. You know, that's how these competitions are. So some people have like their whole crowd in there. So if I enter, I gotta be like very active on TikTok to gain fans. But the person who's putting on the competition is one of my good friends. So his friends know me. So I'm already gonna have a good bit of fans in there as it is. People know me already, you know, on TikTok because I've been on there for since October, since uh I think my first live on TikTok was last year sometime. But I was really active around like December until now. But yeah. I don't know. I'll see how it goes. If I do actually enter and if it's on a week, it's gonna be on a Monday. It's every Monday is the competition. Yeah, it's a TikTok competition, yeah. It's TikTok, not on here. Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna do it or not. I have to see. I gotta see how this new system is because I think the new system is bullshit. Like I gotta unplug my phone, plug it back in, all that bullshit. I even said to the guy that runs the competition, I said, this is bullshit, man. He goes, I know. He starts laughing. He goes, I know it's bullshit, but it's the only way we can do it. And TikTok's getting a lot more strict now. You can't really play certain songs. You can't even point at the camera and say fuck you or something like that. You get in trouble, like, and they'll close your live down. So it's very annoying. And if I'm in a competition, I want to talk shit, you know? That's what it's all about. You get to talk shit, you get to fuck each other off, you know, call each other names and stuff. But it's all in fun. It's nothing personal. Like, you know, it's to entertain the crowd. It's called a DJ clash. You clash each other. Like you play songs dissing each other and you fuck each other off and all that type of stuff. It's funny as shit. Everybody laughs because everybody like talks shit, you know, and it's all in fun. Like after it's all done, everybody's like, yes, bro, respect, love you, bro. Everything's good, you know. Congrats on your win. It's like it's an entertaining DJ clash where it's like you can do whatever you want. And then there's a round where you can't swear. There's a round where you can't play certain like homophobic type shit. It's very entertaining. It's a really serious competition. You gotta be smart. And if you can get disqualified if you play a certain song or you play like a certain way or you say something like, you know, a little bit too much overboard. There's women in the competition too. There's women DJs, men. So we'll see. What time on Mondays? It starts at 6 p.m. my time. It's like 2 hours long, maximum, depending on like how it goes. But sometimes people like don't show up or they say they don't want to do it now. So somebody else comes in and sometimes somebody's equipment will be shitty. Their Wi-Fi will be shitty. So we have to wait for the person to reload the shit. That's the only downfall of digital trash. You know, the computer crashes or, you know, your phone, somebody calls your phone and it disconnects the live. So it's very annoying. This last 2 months watching this competition, I've kind of been pissed off watching it. Because like if that happens to me, I'm gonna be so mad. And if it happens to you, like you get like they'll dish you and stuff and you can lose points. And another thing, how you can win is the more gifts somebody gives you in the chat, right? Like you can give gifts in the chat. So like somebody can send you 1 cent if they want to. They can send like $1, $2, $3. They can send $20. They can send as much as they want. And it's really cool how they send the gifts, but it could the gifts kind of interfere with the music because like now they have these really crazy gifts on there where you can send like a $5 gift and a lion or a tiger or an animal comes up on the screen and goes "Rah," like that, and it goes so and so gave you a gift, and it's like, will you fuck off already? Like we're playing music, we don't want to see no goddamn lions and tigers and all these planes flying through and whales coming out of the fucking thing. It's like half the screen is you playing music and the other half is these dumbass gift things coming up. But the more gifts you get, like the more you get points and shit. But it's like it's not that expensive to give the gifts because they're like cheap gifts. But the more you get, the more points you get too. So they kind of like so you're like tipping the DJ. You know what I mean? You're tipping the DJ. People have given me gifts on there before, you know. So people do all that stuff, but you can like give a really a expensive gift by, and then it comes up like this crazy ass thing comes up. It's like the other day I saw a transformer, like the transformer pops up on underneath the phone and comes up like this, and it goes, all right, and it's like, what the fuck is this shit? And it interferes with the music, so it's annoying, man. So I don't really like playing music on there too much because it's a lot different now, and the competitions are annoying. So I don't even know if I want to get annoyed like that. And honestly, like if I were to win, which is gonna be like a miracle if I do, but if I did win, right, I would love to have that trophy and $1,000 and two free songs. That'd be great. But I highly doubt that I will, because a lot of those guys on there have been doing it on TikTok for a long time. But you never know. Like I can probably, get far. If I got like to the semifinals and lost, I'll be happy with myself. Even if I went to the finals and lost, I'll be happy. And I don't really mind if I lose or not. It doesn't matter. It's not going to be a big part of my life or something. Oh, Tanya, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope your friend gets better. Just pray for her, Tanya. That's all you can do. But yeah. But that's the thing. Like, if I do the competition, I can actually like share the live on like my Instagram and my Facebook and all that shit, and I can get more people to come in there. So I can get more people in there to vote for me and shit. So that's all I really need is more votes. If I get more votes, I win. So we'll see. I'll let you guys know though, but it won't be until next month. So we got time. I would say like about 3 weeks from now, it's gonna start. So I'll keep everybody posted. But it's every Monday. So and it's only for 2 hours. Yeah, exactly, Tanya. All you can do is pray for her. Oh, okay. Well, at least it's not nothing serious. And let's hope it doesn't get worse. So yeah. Yeah, I'll let you guys know. Cause I know you guys probably don't like reggae music like that. And I'm sure you don't want to hear a bunch of people going crazy and you know you probably won't even know none of the songs probably. But some people will listen to it. Some people like reggae music. Some of it's gonna be hardcore. Some of it's gonna be like swearing and homophobic stuff sometimes. Because Jamaican music is very homophobic. Like they talk about they kind of hate you know uh those type of people. So yeah. But now they're saying, now the competition says that you can't be, homophobic and stuff in certain rounds. So it's like to see if you can actually play stuff that's not bad. Like there's a round where you have to play all nice music, and I don't really have any nice music in a competition. I have some, yes, but I'm a little too hardcore of a DJ because I used to do that shit back in the day, and I was very, I won competitions back then, but not because I was, not because I was rough or had bad music. It's just the style of play. That's all it is. But see, everything's changed now. A lot of people don't like this, the old style, like, or the old music. So I play a lot of old reggae. I don't really play new shit. Like 2026 reggae, I don't really play too much of that. I play a lot of the old stuff, so which is the better stuff. But not everybody's gonna like it anyway. So we'll see. All right, good night, Virgo. Take care. Oh, you listen to Bob Marley, Christy? Excuse me. Yeah, Tanya's in there in my lives on TikTok, and she supports me, which I appreciate very much. A couple people like have seen me on TikTok playing music, but not too much because I know people in here ain't really into all that stuff. But if you can't understand the words, the beats of the songs are amazing. Like they just get you dancing and shit. You know, like on Good Friday this year, I played on there for like about an hour and a half, and everybody was like, don't go, keep playing. I'm like, look, I gotta go, bro. I can't be on here all damn day. I don't really like being on there too long because you get a lot of weirdos on there and stalkers and shit, trolls and shit. So it's annoying. Like some people come in there like trolls and shit, and they'll be like, "I'll send you a gift if you do the twist or you break dance or some bullshit, right?" And I'm like, "Look, bro, ain't none of that shit going on here. Keep your money and go fuck yourself." Like I'll literally tell them go away, and sometimes I have to like delete them out of the chat. But you have moderators over there and stuff. You have people who pin your comments, and it's just like here, but more. It's just a lot different. So it's very annoying to be over there. Even today, I was annoyed hooking up all that stuff, and my friend was laughing. My nephews were laughing at me. One of my best friends was in there today laughing at me. He's like, Mark, if you want to, we want you to win these competitions and play more and beat these fuckers on here. So you gotta get that rig, man. And I'm like, look, man, I don't feel like doing this shit like that. I just have fun coming on here and playing music for a little bit. I ain't worried about these damn competitions. So a lot of my friends want me to compete. And then my friend that helped me hook up the system and everything, he was like, you have to enter the competition, man. You have to. Because you got a lot of music and you know what you're doing. And I'm like, look, I'll tell you in 2 weeks' time if I want to do it. Just give me 2 more weeks to think about it. I need to organize my shit first. Between life and, you know, doing all of that stuff, because that's not my life, I actually rather be on here than DJ. So DJ part is just something nice that I can do every now and then. But if I enter the competition, it's only once every week that I have to go on there. So, and then if I have to wait for the next round, I'll be waiting 2 weeks. But in between that, I have to like play music so people can listen to me and vote for me and say, yeah, this guy is good. So it's like fucking annoying. But we'll see. Summertime's coming, so I'd rather be inside playing music in my AC than being outside working. And there's potential to make money off of that stuff. So We'll see. Like I can show you something real quick. Look, this. I'm gonna show you something right now. See this? This is an old CD case full of CDs. Look. This is how I used to DJ, see? With CDs. I had all the names of the artists, the papers to tell me what songs they are, albums galore. Look. This is nothing. I have about 6 of these. But see, I've transferred half of these onto the thing. Like I've transferred almost this whole thing. See? I've transferred almost all of these CDs to the computer. Almost every single one is on computer now. Almost. Not all of them's there yet. But the other day, I spent a whole day transferring those CDs to the computer and putting them on my hard drive. And I have to like type in all the names. Track 1, this. Track 2, blah, blah, blah. So it's very, very time consuming. So it's annoying. And then because it's digital, when I go to the folder, sometimes it shows a different name. And I'm like, fuck, man. You know, like some of that shit will not let you put the actual name of the song on there. You just put track 1 and then try and put like an abbreviation or something so you'll know what it is. So it doesn't necessarily work all the time. So that's why I have to, you know, go through everything. Like before I play music for that competition, I have to make sure I have enough. I have like a certain folder with everything in it. So all I got to do is go to that one folder and play every song that's in that folder for the competition. So I'm not going all over the place looking for shit. Because the key to winning that competition, and now that I've seen the first one, is to have everything right in front of you. So when you go to the computer and you click on your external hard drive, you know, link or your actual USB port that you stick into that computer, you have to make sure I write competition music on it. So that way I click it and everything's already in there. I don't have to go all over my shit to look for it or type in something. You see what I mean? I want to be very organized where all I have to do is say, press the competition folder and a whole bunch of songs come down and I just pick and choose and drag them over to the controller. So I'm always prepared because it's not like it used to be. You see the CDs, and before that I had records and tapes. So, but I used some of those songs on those CDs I recorded from records. You still hear the static, like the I have them all on there. I have everything on my computer. And one of my best friends was very gracious enough to give me a lot of music that I didn't have, that I lost. So he gave me a lot of stuff. So I have to go through all this shit he just gave me. Like I actually bought a big ass hard drive, external hard drive, and gave it to him. And he gave me everything he had, all organized and all in MP3 format. But it still doesn't have what I have on these CDs. Because what I have on these CDs, he didn't have. So we traded. Like, you know, I gave him what I had and he gave him what he had. So now together we have like a shit ton of music. So, yeah, it's a pain in the ass because everything's digital and I got to put everything on this damn laptop into the DJ, you know, controller thingy. So I have a lot of work to do in order to get it all organized, but we'll see. And then I got to practice and then I got to go live and see if everything's working properly. I gotta go live for like 2 hours straight. I gotta build up my, you know, my energy and just go live for like 2 hours and play nonstop music like my friend did today. And then if I can do that and feel good afterwards, then I know I'm ready. So I'll see. But I'll let you guys know for sure because I'm gonna need some more voting fans. And you guys might even like it. And I talk shit when I play music just like I'm on here. So you'll be entertained. I talk different, a different tone, a different voice, a different like everything. You have to talk different. So yeah, we'll get there. I'll let everybody know for sure because I'm gonna need some fans over there to help me out. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. It's already 1:30 in the morning. I need to go get my ass to sleep. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and um, I'll be here tomorrow at some point in time. Yeah, me too. I need to go to sleep. Last night was a long night. Night before that. Night before that. Night before that. Night before that. I need to get my ass to sleep. You're welcome, Tanya. No problem. Thanks, guys, for being here. I appreciate you. And wish you guys a great Thursday. And I'll be here at some point in time. I got to get my ass in gear. Good night, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.